Gung ho! Now, keeping with the tradition of the birthday, we generally have a guest of honor who's distinguished themselves some way, some form with military virtue during our wars. Today, I thought about that, and I present to you the guest of honor for the 237th birthday. That's all of you. All of the veterans here today who have stood up and decided to go do something outside yourself. You've done it before and laid your lives on the line, but no, you're not done. Okay, when this country called in the toughest times, you stood up and you went to the most dangerous places, fixed bayonets, closed with the enemy. You came home and you said, I'm not done. And my fellow Americans and people overseas I don't know need help. I want to stand up and I want to be there. I can't think of any better people that I would want to spend my Marine Corps birthday with. So I congratulate you, my guest of honor. Give yourselves a
You see Remedy here for many things. Team Rubicon represents fixing disasters. We also represent getting back into the swing of things. I'm in between jobs right now, so I figured, hey, I'm going to volunteer this week, you know, and so I go and I fill out on Monday. I'm like, oh, Team Rubicon, that sounds interesting. It's like noon on a Monday. It's noon on Monday. That sounds cool. 3 o'clock. Can you get on a plane in 24 or 48 hours? I wasn't going to call him back because there's no possible way anybody can do bureaucratic shit that fast. That's serious. But I did, and here I am. Glad I did it. And one thing.
They found that engaging the volunteers and the veterans and the work that they did in Haiti was extremely beneficial to the emotional and mental welfare of the veterans.
It was also pretty rewarding going down there and helping those guys. And
helping people is just one of the things I'm most passionate about, so I get both things in one place. And
it's been a great support for me.
Yeah, we come back, we have such a clearly defined mission, and that's what we want to do, and we're so used to being on point all the time. You get out of the military and they kind of drop you in your butt a little bit, and some guys don't really know where to go, what to do. They train you to be an infantryman. It's not a very marketable job. So
I left the Marine Corps and I need something to fill that void. And Team Rubicon seemed like the greatest fit when I found it.
Down on about some of you guys, it was not very far from here, about 45 minutes away. That's where I grew up, that's where I went to high school, did all that. In my town, if you didn't get out real fast, you were there working at Jiffy Lube 8 years later. So I was like, what better way than the Marine Corps infantry?
you get out of that military and you're that mission-oriented attitude and, you know, I'm going to get the job done. And anyone who's been outside in the business world, it's like, well, this is the priority today and tomorrow the priority shifts, and it's very, 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 very different.
Just a simple thing like, I go to pick something up, I don't need to say, hey, can I do it? It's two people there doing it.
And I haven't found that feeling anywhere else in the civilian world but here. That feeling of the fight, that feeling of I'm doing something, you know?
I haven't felt this excited or alive in a long time.
Hell yeah.
The more I got out of the military, I did my time, I was a corpsman, but I still didn't do enough. I had this sense of I should be doing more, and that's when I joined Team Rubicon.
I've always had a passion to serve before I joined the Navy, once I got out.
You're trying to get back in. In the meantime, I got to do something. Because, you know, in the military, I knew what I was doing. I was rocking.
And I couldn't sit at home while people here have nothing. And here I am.
Being around veterans, being able to talk like I'm around veterans, like you said, smoking and joking, it's a part of your life that you get only in the military, and once you have it and you leave it, I think all of us want it back at certain times. So it's been great for me.
I know a lot of people here went through it. Like, you get out, I went from having, 400 of the closest brothers in my entire life to living in my dad's basement in a town I didn't grow up.
And I felt really lost. I never felt like everybody's keep repeating, nobody really understood how I felt.
Anyway, I got out of the Marines, and like everyone else here, I just felt different. You're not like everyone else.
I am very glad for this, and one of the biggest problems that I had was that there was really no one around that I could see and talk to hang out that was military.
Talk to anyone who's been over there. It doesn't matter if it was Iraq, it doesn't matter if it was Afghanistan, doesn't matter what service they were in, they understand.
And one thing I've seen from this, and one thing you guys have kind of been saying, it's nice to be around other veterans. Like, when you become the 1%, you also become a weirdo to 99%.
I believe how much I miss the camaraderie of being part of an organization like this. This is just unbelievable to me. Just how we can all get together and share this.
And it's good to be back with vets that understand, they get the inside jokes, and just carry on a conversation like normally. You don't get looked at like you're weird, so.
Every one of us needs it. We need that, again, everything you guys already said, sense of community, purpose, direction, everything else you guys already laid out.
You know, I think we all suffer with that in our own little ways, whether guys want to admit it or not. I think we all have things that we are forever different now for our experiences and the things we had to do and the things we had to see.
And after getting back, I got really sick of having friends kill themselves, quite honestly, and became really passionate about veteran reintegration.
Unfortunately, like Paul, I just saw too many of my friends that you just couldn't deal with it, and I couldn't do anything anymore. I couldn't just sit there and not do anything.
There's thought that this is a great way for veterans to kind of express their frustrations and kind of get over some of that stuff. Team Rubicon started out as a veterans service organization. We are largely that. We do have a lot of civilian volunteers, which is huge too, because we're actually helping the civilians and the volunteers learn how to coexist again. So, you know, sometimes civilians don't know what to ask veterans. They don't know how to act around them. And veterans, you know, sometimes get frustrated and don't know how to act around civilians again. So we're able to bring those two together.
I'm the son of a Marine, although I'm not a Marine myself. So I guess the only thing I can say is I was conceived in Paris Island, and that's why
I haven't served, but you know, coming out here with you guys and serving our country in this way really means a lot to work next to you guys, and you've really earned my respect, and just working together with you guys, I feel like I've created some really great bonds. And
in my first day, let's see what I've learned. I don't understand any of your acronyms because I have not served in the military. But I do have to say, it was really difficult for me to find an organization that I wanted to work with.
My grandfather was a Marine, my dad was in the Army, my brother's in the Navy, and I'm just a writer that wanted to come help out. And thanks to that, I was able to come. I found out about it Tuesday, and I left Wednesday, so here I am.
I have not previously served, but I have mad, incredible respect for everyone that has served here today. So thank y'all so much. I plan on going to the Navy after I get out of school, so I'll be there.
Seriously, it's been fantastic having you guys partnered with us. You have the spirit and the soul and the willingness to serve no matter what is going on around you, and thank you guys very much. And happy birthday and early happy Vets.
I volunteered. I've done a lot of volunteer work, and I always wanted to hang out with people in the military because they remind me of my family members, my friends that are veterans. It's a privilege to work with you guys. I volunteer because you let me work with you guys, and it's awesome. Thank you for everything. Thank you.
All volunteers, they're amazing. They will do any job. You put them on task, you put them on point, and they will get it done. They don't complain, they don't argue, they just wait for orders. And I mean, having manpower like that and people who actually want to help is huge. It's gigantic.
I decided after getting out that oath we all took a long time ago to defend the country against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That includes disasters. That includes things that affect our fellow countrymen. And it was something that I felt I needed to do personally, was to continue that mission.
But I kind of joined Team Rubicon for the same reasons as everyone else. I wanted to get involved, and what I saw that was different between Team Rubicon and all the other organizations was that we're not afraid to get our hands dirty. It was incredible to see just the motivation and everything, that just the desire to get the job done that everyone here today did.
The thing with me, man, I like to fight.
A Marine, imagine that.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. You know, I like to get in. I like to get dirty. I like to, I like to get bloody sometimes, man. It's what it's about. And when I found out about this opportunity, I couldn't pass it up.
I like getting stuff done, and you guys are pretty awesome. I like hanging out with badasses.
And just in particular, when we get out and work, the can-do attitude. Nobody says, that's not my job, I'm not going to do it. You just get out there, you just freaking do it. And it's great.
I mean, this is awesome. You were supposed to do my screen. And then I was going to do his. But, I mean, I think this all speaks for itself. So.
I do this because I can, and I do this for those who can't and never will. And I do this because of what I saw today. I mean, you guys it was awesome to watch you guys all work and hear about you guys working in other places and everything. It's just great to see. It's really awesome.
For and in, I guess, I want more. I guess I need more. Like Stafford said, I'm not done yet, and I will never be.
I joined the Marine Corps by accident, but I found a brotherhood within the organization, and that's what I find here.
I think one of the most important things in life is family, brotherhood, and purpose. And we all found that in the military, and loved it. Got out for our own reasons, and we found that again here in Team Rubicon. I think it's awesome. Been here 24 hours. Well, when we were here for 24 hours, we're already brothers. We just kind of connect.
I have to say, it was really difficult for me to find an organization that I wanted to work with. And one of the reasons I chose a lot of people who have been in the military, I just thought it was a way to go somewhere that was organized and I would be able to get in and actually help and be right there in the front.
In one sense it sounds strange, but like all of you were saying, it kind of makes sense in this room that I do this because I can. And if I can, then there's a sense of duty too. And that's about as complicated as it gets, really. It's just that sense, I can. And so here I am. That's about it.
I joined Team Rubicon for the friendships that I gain with you people. It's not the same as, your normal friends at home. I miss that with my Marine friends.
And, I've been looking for it, and all my friends from home, they can't identify with me, and they're like, oh, trained everything. I mean, I've been to medic school, went to the fire academy, been to undergrad, did everything and used it to the max, and I felt like I didn't know what I was looking for, but I mean, I felt like when I saw this a year ago, I'm like, I'm training for this. This is why I went to medic school. I was like, I want to go to medic school. I don't want to be a medic to help people. I love doing that, and I love that aspect of helping people and getting old. But I want to be a medic because I want to go do disaster relief.
I keep serving because of Staff Sergeant Aaron Taylor, who kept re-enlisting because he never got to do something he thought was the most awesome thing ever. First time in Afghanistan, transferred to EOD, and stepped on a bomb right away. Named an airfield after him. He was one of the best Marines I ever served with. Totally motivated all the time, and that's what I really like about Team Rubicon. He embodies this motivation of just doing whatever, despite how much it may suck or may not suck. It's just awesome to get out there doing things that nobody else is doing, and for the reasons nobody else is doing them.
Look, I'm here forever. This is a great, fantastic organization, and I can't wait to just be a part of it for the rest of my life. So.
And let me tell you, it's great, and I am so glad that I found all of you.
Because everything's possible, and this organization, I think, is the embodiment of it. Like you said, 18 hours and you're on a plane and you're here making a difference. And I mean, it's really making a difference, and I'm blessed and honored to be with you guys, and I feel like I'm serving again, because we are. And it's awesome.
Woo! Being back here, we've all been through post-deployment health assessments, we've all been through therapy, we've all done anything we can, and I've never found anything better than what we're doing right here.
Amen.
But for me, this has been one of the best experiences of my life. And I remember talking to those kids and saying, you're going to learn things here that you're going to take with you the rest of your life. And I wish some way, the recruiter looked at me right before I went to go to Paris Island, and told me, you're going to learn things here you're going to remember for the rest of your life. And never more has been more prevalent than when I was with you guys. I'll raise a toast. Thank you all for having me. Here's to Team Rubicon, New Jersey, all over the world. Cheers.